So this is Mohbad's father. Yeah. Like and share. Tap on the subscribe button. This is Mohbad's father, Mo's father, dropping the heat on them, dropping the heat on his enemies. Eba. That's so. Eba. Mo's father, Mohbad's father. Like and share. Tap on the subscribe button. What a wicked world. So sad. So sad. Hey, this is Mohbad's father. Mohbad's father dropping the bombshell heat on them. Hey. Look at the tears. Look at the tears. Oh my God. It is quite obvious that Mohbad's father is in pain. Obviously, obvious that he is sad. Obviously, obvious. You can feel it in that song. You can feel it in the lyrics, the words of that lyrics. Well, for those that are not Nigerians or you do not understand the song, the language that the song was put out, well, it is so emotional, so emotional. It started with the request for placenta. Now, it's a cultural practice back in those years, many years back, where Mohbad's father is from. This is to deal with issues of paternity. In our modern society, DNA is requested for. And this has not stopped certain women from getting pregnant for their previous boyfriend and they present it to their husband. It has not stopped it. But back in those days, many years from where Mohbad's father hails from, where he's from, there was no such. They had two ways of addressing paternity issues. One, after birth, there are two ways. One, a ritual is done if you are into such. But because Mohbad's father is not into such rituals, he requested for the placenta. Now, when you give out placenta of a baby to someone else, there is a belief that there will be consequences. And this is the reason why Wunmi did not give the placenta of that child to Mohbad's father or even Mohbad himself. This is where the problem lies. Now, Mohbad is not here and he didn't tell his mom anything as regards this. And if he did, maybe his mom is not telling us. Mohbad didn't get the placenta and he requested for it. Wunmi was the one that handled the placenta. Obviously, she handed it over to the man who is the original father of that little baby that she is, pressing, pushing, gluing on Mohbad. Mohbad is no more. He can't answer questions anymore. But his father said, all right, let us forget about if Wunmi wasn't faithful to Mohbad. Let us forget about every other thing. Let us start with DNA test to ascertain, to confirm that that child belongs to my son. Wunmi ran away. Wunmi liaised with Mohbad's mother. Both of them joined forces. They became enemy of progress, enemy of justice. They said, no, we will not allow DNA to be done. Well, the man said, so because I requested for this, they said, I am a bad person. Now, Wunmi and Mohbad are from the same part of Nigeria. They are from the same state, the same town. So it's not something that is strange to Wunmi. It's not something that is strange to our family. But from what we could gather in all of this, she did not give birth to that baby in an hospital. She took that child somewhere to a Trado medical center where no one was going to request for anything, and they will be able to take whatever they need to take, such as the placenta, and it will not be on record who took what, who did what, and how it all went. Well, to everything in life, there will always be consequences. Always be consequences. The man has poured out his heart sorrowfully. He is in Abuja, seeking for justice on Tter family TV and radio show, hosted by a man called Issa Ahmed. Justice for Mohbad. Justice for Mohbad. That is what we are talking about, and that is what we'll continue to talk about. How can Mohbad's mother fight against those that are seeking for justice for her son? How can she, without flinching, without thinking about it, how can she continuously press, push against justice for her son? How is this making sense? It's not making sense to me. Neither is it making sense to anyone. Anybody in their right senses, in their right mind, will know that there is something fishy about the whole thing. There is something fishy about this. It is so sad. It's a bad thing. It's a terrible thing. It's a wicked thing. The man has no other way to express himself apart from coming to speak on this platform and that platform. There was a time they even accused him of stealing Mohbad's clothes. It ended up to be lies. There was a time they said he's only interested in his son's property and money. And I'm like, what property does Mohbad have? Mohbad became what he is financially after his RIP. He got a lot of people streaming his music. What did he have? What did he have? They say, oh, his record label owe him 300 million naira. Did Mohbad finish his contract? If you do not finish your contract, if you void your contract, how can you say your record label owe you 300 million? How is that possible? Mohbad signed. You signed. So let us forget about the record label owe him this, record label does not owe him that. It doesn't add water at this point. So at what period, that's the point, at what time did Wunmi and her family and Mohbad's mother decide on changing the narrative? I think when the streams increased, I think when Wunmi realized that there is more money to make on this, and I think the secret mystery that has been exposed of the argument Mohbad and Wunmi had, all of this All of it, all is the reason why they decided to change the narrative. Well, men and women stood up. They said, don't worry, we will pay for the DNA test. It's okay. When she claimed that she does not have enough cash, people said, look, we are not asking you to pay. If we can press on the government to exhume Mohbad's body, if we can donate to you, what makes you think DNA is not beyond us to sponsor, to pay for? When she realized that this was going to be possible, she moved into, let them contact my lawyer. Well, their lawyer contacted a lawyer. The response a lawyer gave, Femi Falana, according to what we heard, is that it is only Mohbad that can request. But when we check the law and the constitution, we realize that DNA is a must. DNA is a must, considering this circumstance. DNA is a must. Or are we going to say that the parents of a child is not important? Parents of a young man or a young woman or anyone at all, they are not important. Is that what we are going to say? How can you want to take money, take all? Well, we also heard about the fake will and last testament that was thumbprinted by the lifeless body of Mohbad. We also heard about that too. We heard about it. When you look at all of this, it is beyond pain for this man. No one can understand or feel what he's feeling. You can't feel what he's feeling. You can't even understand it, because it's like all of a sudden that young chap that he had so much on, so much. Is it the Adura? Adura does not look like a child of that will fulfill glory or destiny unless God decides to do something new in his life. He's not the one that say his father is no longer his father. He joined forces with his mom. Let us see how much they got and how long it's going to last. Let us see how long this is going to last. Let's see how long it's going to last. So Mohbad was the child of destiny. So imagine someone who has done, who has sacrificed so much, done a lot to make sure that Mohbad's destiny is fulfilled. All to be sabotaged. All of this to be sabotaged by Mohbad's mother. All to be sabotaged. So sad. So sad. When some people looked at Mohbad's mother, they said she looks like someone who is sick. Some said, oh, she looks like someone who is possessed with demons. Well, I don't know what you guys think of this one. Is high time? High time, Wumi? Is high time because the clock is ticking. Yes, the clock is ticking. And judgment is right in front of you. Judgment is right in front of you. People have spoken about you, talked about you, and you think it's good for your image. You think social media will forget, they will move to another topic. No, you always be remembered. I don't know which family maybe there are certain family who, I don't even think those that are supporting you, those that are supporting you right now, saying don't get DNA done. I don't think Yabo Joe, Tonto Dike will allow his family member, brothers or sisters, to be in a relationship with you or marry you. Those that are supporting you will not allow. They will not accept. I'm very sure of that. They won't accept. They will not agree. They won't. But because they are destructive people, they can come on social media, rant and act like, because they are enemy of progress. Enemy of progress. That's what they are. They will not allow you to be in their family. Your name is already rotting. Your image and everything about you is already rotting today, tomorrow, and forever. The only thing that can absorb you a bit, is for that DNA to be done and the child ends up to be Mohbad's son. People will show love and interest. Now, the next will be for us to find out and ascertain that you did not take the life of that young boy.
So you know all this already. That's why you say, okay, it's better I don't even do the DNA. Because even if I do DNA, I will end up in prison. So you know. Why don't you, instead of you wasting your time, why don't you just put an end to this circus once and for all by agreeing to the DNA? I don't know what you guys think of this one. Drop your comment, like and share. See you guys in the next update.